Gold! This bar is really quite gold.
The size of that gold statue in the background.
Yeah, what even is it? I can't quite make it out. Is it?
Like halfway between a Buddha and a rifleman.
Yeah.
Exactly what Buddha would have wanted. We're doing more Freelancer. Zach's put in the work to save us from more free grinder.
Well, or not really, because we've done all the grind in the last episode.
They've got the same statue in this hangar as well, just to remind you of the Buddha rifleman.
Is it like some kind of important symbol to the... Is that a Japanese military base we were at, or is it just a...
No, that was just a random commercial base.
Okay.
Not even a Japanese company, I don't think, but that doesn't matter. I'm sure the station is Japanese styled anyway.
They must be space rich, though, if they have multiple giant golden statues in there.
You don't know how common gold is
That's true.
Maybe that's like... It might be fiberglass painted yellow.
Yeah.
It might be something not gold.
Or, just fiberglass with yellow lighting. Like most theme park, constructions are. They're fake landscapes.
I think that's common in the future, that space stations are dressed up, are themed.
Well, they all have
Las
theme.
Vegas or something. That's true, they have
their random
theme.
racial theme, at least. Why are we meeting Julie on this random city station in the middle of nowhere? I mean, obviously we're not quite the Order yet, but we're getting close.
Yeah, I guess we're still sort of fugitives, just not necessarily in Japan yet.
No.
In Space Japan. Actually, is the name of the Space Japan
Kasari.
I was starting to wonder if we were partners anymore.
I just had to dig a little deeper than I thought. Trent, I heard from Lord Hakira. He says that
Is that subtle dig at how long it took you? How much freelancing I had to do?
now come under the personal control of Governor Takagi. Hakira can't help us.
What do you mean? That's why we came.
No, then Trent
You
just
have to
speaks.
understand Kusari.
Bye.
Bye.
Is a lord. His position gives him power, but it also limits him. There's only so much he can do before he violates his station. Anyway, I'm onto something, but you're gonna have to trust me on this one. If we do this, we do it together, understand?
And then I'll take the lead. Attack a transport that is secretly transporting the Proteus Tome. Wow, that's convenient.
I mean, I appreciate that they do these conversations
Why not? I've come this far.
standing some distance apart from each other, because that's more realistic than some ways films are shot, where people seem to stand far too close. But
Junko speaks highly of you. Please.
We have a secret meeting with this guy who was just sitting across the room.
that's what I mean. It's not a particularly noisy bar, and they're sort of like several meters apart, going, "Let's go raid this secret thing."
You understand? I do. The one thing that has not changed is the face of treachery. It is something that we have fought for many.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be more paranoid, right? Given everything that's happened.
Political group that opposes the shogun.
The reason the
Look how shifty those guys in the background look.
is because of our ability to.
Well, the Blood Dragons, those guys that I've been shooting for the last 2 hours.
This would not be possible without carefully nurtured relationships, Mr. Trent. Which brings me to you. I am told that you and the Order seek a certain artifact.
That's right. The Proteus Tome. It's fallen under the control of Governor Takagi.
Yes, Takagi. He has been acting strangely.
Yes.
Since his return from Rhineland. Our sources
I want to know whose hand that was.
secret to transport
Julie's hand.
these artifacts.
But was it, though?
Takagi. Back to the Chancellor. We believe the Proteus Tome is one of those on board.
How much time do we have?
Little. Particularly since Takagi himself may be on that transport.
He's defecting?
We believe so. With an offering to his new lord and master, the Chancellor. Our vendetta with Takagi is an old one. Unfortunately, we may have only this one last opportunity to repay him for his crimes. Mr. Trent,
So he's running to Germany.
pose.
So not too dangerous.
Have what you desire. If you help rid
Well.
us of Takagi.
Trent.
How many battleships came to show up, though?
Yeah.
He deserves.
We don't seem to have much problem with giant fleets, though.
No.
With our crappy little ship.
Agreed.
Excellent. We leave at once.
Okay, we leave at once. I'm glad.
We leave in 24 hours of grinding.
Oh, they're out here. They're...
Mr. Trent, we will take the trade lane from here to the Honshu Gate.
See, he's not correcting him, like when he says Mr. Trent.
Takage's transport is currently done.
Because wasn't that his whole introduction? Is like, it's just Trent.
It's just Trent.
Yeah, but these are the Japanese, right? They always have to be extra polite. So even if you told them, they probably actually would.
Surely that's not polite.
Do you think it would have been problematic if they just said Trent-san in this script?
Also, I guess probably at this point, Trent's just given up. It's like when it was just like a couple of dudes he knew. It's just like, yeah, you could use my actual name. And now it's like, I'm meeting new people continuously and they're always just blowing up.
We are not going through the jump gate.
It's not worth the effort of correcting this guy because he's inevitably going to die.
Yeah, we're going to see him for like one mission.
Why are we taking a jump hole?
Jump hole.
Takagi is a powerful man, Junko. He has spies everywhere.
There's always a jump hole.
To capture the transport
Conveniently nearby.
surprise.
We could just use this standard jump gate, but no. But is the phaser line?
Surprise of using the one route that all the pirates always used to attack people with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a 50-50 chance, I guess, of which one would be like more likely.
But is the phase aligned right now? Because apparently that changes. But we've never seen it where they're misaligned.
No.
Right, the jump holes are always in perfect working order, and they work exactly as well as the well-maintained gates.
Yep.
We have you
Even though they're weird natural phenomena.
Enter formation and follow.
That would be a weird end to the game if you just went in the jump hole and that was the end. That was the end because it was unstable.
The jump hole.
And Trent suffered. That would be one of the secret endings in a Nier game.
But they are the best fighter pilots in the colonies.
That's true.
One of the 26 or whatever.
Are they going to say it's phase aligned, or does this one just automatically? Is it automatically phase aligned?
I mean, I guess we don't know how these things actually work.
Go first.
No, just please go first. This one must just always be phase aligned.
Has anybody checked?
It's phased aligned.
Has anybody checked this? Oh,
That would be a good way to get rid of you. Just lead you up to the jump hole and be like, "You go first." It's like when it's not phase aligned.
I mean, what does that even mean? Does that mean you'd go somewhere else, or you get literally torn from reality in some way?
Report.
The transport is still docking with Yukawa, Ozu-sensei, but it looked like they were about to leave. I counted multiple heavy weapon platforms and strong fighter protection. It won't be easy.
We don't have any time to waste. Let's go.
What's our plan?
What is our plan?
We have
Fly
to
there
hit
and
them
shoot
quickly
everybody.
and decisively. We target the weapon platforms, then the fighter escorts.
I'm not sure sensei is the right term there.
We have
Wouldn't
a
it be like...
force positioned on Yukawa that will
I can't remember what it is. Wouldn't it be something... is it Kaijo or Taijo or something that means like captain?
fly the transport out of there.
Or...
Understood.
Yeah, I don't
Leader.
think Sensei would be right.
Will cover us.
But then this is very loose. Is the very broad cultural strokes here.
Ozu Sensei.
Possible before the scanners detect us. Every second.
Military weapons.
I mean, is it Splinter of the Turtles? Then you're allowed to call him Sensei.
Then it's
but
Sensei, yeah. What's that meme? Notice me, senpai, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ready.
Dragon 1, ready to engage.
Dragon 2, ready.
No, why do you all stop?
Bye.
Just gonna fly forward on the cruise engines.
It's a trap.
All ships, engage.
Obviously. Hello.
Gonna use your torps, so you're just gonna blast.
I'm not sure. Let's see how much damage this does. Well, no, probably no torps.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Maybe I'll fire one at this one.
There we go. They don't do that.
Wow,
much
no,
more
that did
than a
nothing.
Laser blast, do they?
No.
One of their fighters is down. Engage.
Wait, am I meant to be shooting fighters or these? I thought you said these.
Yeah, they did. I definitely set the platforms.
Platform is gone.
I think that's your
Okay,
objective.
I'm meant to be doing these.
Yeah.
Right.
Fire from its turrets.
Are you?
Platform is down.
Yeah, they don't seem to be shooting much for weapons platforms.
All ships.
Yes, the ships fire way more than the gun turrets, essentially.
Escort fighter destroyed. Hold on.
We're already having to fight the Khazari Navy, and we only just turned up.
Have them pinned down. Got another one.
Have you upgraded these lasers?
Somewhat.
They seem a bit more, I don't know, poofy?
Yeah, I think I've got plasmas of some kind at the moment.
Fairly punchy.
Unfortunately, I've got like 2 different sets of speed. Like the plasma is slow, but all these little other lasers are super fast, so the tracking doesn't work very well.
The leading doesn't work because you get one or the other.
Sensei, but it was worth it. The cargo pods are full of gold, diamonds, and thousands of artifacts.
Gold, diamond, and artifacts. So someone obviously does care about diamonds and gold still.
Well, you need gold to build giant statues to put in your...
Yeah, evidently.
That's where the real money is.
Put a rifleman.
Although we haven't yet paid for a beer, I don't think.
You want me to be in formation here? Are we going? Are we just sitting here? No, we are going. Okay. We're going extremely slow. Guys, we die now.
Anything else to do?
I mean, there's no other targets. I killed everything.
What's the current instruction? Is it busted?
Nope.
Okay.
Sped back up to full speed for some reason.
Now they're slowing down again.
God damn it, game. What are you doing?
Yeah, what? What is that?
Oh, there it goes. They finally worked out what cruise engines were.
I thought this was like realism mode suddenly. Like, we're going to do this in the amount of time it would actually take. Okay, no, Sensei can be used in this context, apparently. According to Wikipedia, it is used to refer to or address teachers, doctors, politicians, lawyers, and other authority figures. Used to show respect to someone who has achieved a certain level of mastery. So I guess he's achieved a certain level of mastery of shooting stuff in space?
Of space stuff? Yeah.
I mean, he is like the leader of these guys, I guess. That's some amount of mastery.
Can be the head of a dojo. I guess the blood dragon dojo of space combat.
You always just go blasting past.
Before we jump.
Understood.
Yeah, maybe the Blood Dragon is like a martial arts society or something where it's all about training for space gunnery. Fun to fight in the colourful space.
Proceed to the jump hole. We should
Nice
be
and
safe
blue,
now.
this one.
See to the jump. Maybe slightly more than the jump hole.
Maybe it's a Yakuza thing that I'm getting confused with.
What is? Oh, this is insane.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's something. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's something that sounds like Taicho or Kaijo or something like that is used as a sort of honorific suffix, but I can't seem to find it. I thought that meant sort of like, yeah, captain or leader of some description, but...
No battleship here. No battleship parked in front of this jump hole today.
This is the jump hole to the Chugoku system. Mr. Trent, please go first.
No, this is a very black, skanky system.
Yeah. Not quite as nice.
Or you will be destroyed. This is Lieutenant Ozu. Stand down, patrol. We have captured Takagi's transport and are escorting it back to Kyoto as ordered.
Why did they send you first rather than the guy who could actually call off the...
That is the question.
I have the coordinates. Trent, you take the lead.
Random pirate station in the middle of an asteroid field.
To Kyoto.
It's not going to last long.
Trent, that's the legendary home of the Blood Dragons. I don't know anyone who's ever seen it. Ozu, you honor us.
I mean, probably these guys, who you now know.
Yeah. You know at least 4 people who have seen it. It's a bit bigger than many of these. This one might survive. It might get flamey.
Here you shall receive what you came for. I will see you shortly.
I want to see what their decor
They
is
have a
like.
docking number on their docking port. They just have a giant skull.
That's cool.
Roger that. Your request to dock is granted. Proceed to dock 2.
No, although it's still not 2 apparently. Proceed the giant skull dog.
That's cool. I didn't think they had that kind of variation.
They've got a city inside this asteroid apparently.
Lieutenant Ozu, this
It's
is
pretty cool.
amazing. How long have the Blood Dragons been here in this asteroid?
Several generations. But with Takagi eliminated, the Edo shogunate is weaker, and our victory is near.
Pardon me, Lieutenant.
Excuse me.
Tell me, how long have you known Ozu?
You mean, was he always a radical in the Blood Dragons? No. When I knew him, he was to be a promising political student at the Kusari Academy.
What happened?
People are changed by their world, Trent. Rarely vice versa. Ozu's living proof of that.
Yeah. I'm afraid we have been deceived. This was the right shipment, but we have neither the artifacts nor Takagi. He was not on the transport as we were led to believe. Something has changed.
So what do we do now?
I will make the necessary inquiries. For now, I suggest that you occupy yourselves with whatever we can offer.
Don't make me grind.
Well, I can't just sit.
No.
It's like, we did this mission specifically because this thing and this guy was going to be on the ship and he wasn't, and it
I'm
isn't.
not on assignment anymore, Trent. I get to see how the other side lives. You know, it wouldn't hurt you to get out there for a while either.
God damn it.
Maybe take some missions. From the sound of things, it may be a while. Don't worry. I'll let you know when we hear something.
No.
Back to Grindtown.
No. Oh, well, that was given the length of some of the excursions we've had, that was quite a short one. Ugh,
Yeah,
I don't like the
shortest.
I'm not
Dungeon
so...
vibe. But
yeah, Space Dungeon vibe. Maybe this is another theme park bar.
I suppose they had plenty of stone to work with on this asteroid.
I guess.
Or it could be fiberglass again.
Right, how much grinding do we have to do? Well, 30 thou.
Well, that's not too much, I guess.
Like 3 missions.
Oh dear.
Or maybe 2 if I get exceptionally lucky.
Oh dear.
Right, well, let's just... luckily, this place is going to be all, like, real close by missions. It's just like, undock, go find these guys in this big asteroid field and shoot.
So who are you fighting if you're not fighting the people that you're actually with?
Who are you fighting?
Fight
You're
the
not...
Navy with the bad guys
Navy.
now.
Right, so now you have to fight
So is that who mission so the mission commission in Pirate Base is going to give you anti-military missions?
Well, yeah, obviously.
But who is mission commission?
Yeah,
They don't work for anyone.
they're fully neutral.
Yep, random neutral dudes.
They're perfectly okay with
Terrorism,
yeah.
or anti-terror or counter-terrorism.
I guess if anyone could figure out where Mission Commission was, then they could probably, like, seize it. The government could be all like, hey, tell us where these terrorists are, where are they posting them?
Right, yeah, because
from?
you could just get, all you need is the Mission Commission's data and you know where everyone is and who's trying to attack who.
But they're so good at their job, no one knows. It's like, Junie was quite impressed then with the whole, with the Blood Dragon base. And they're all like no one's ever seen this. And it's like, no one's ever seen Mission Commission. That's what you need to be excited about.
Yeah, that's the real mystery of this world.
And also, all these naval patrols that are within 10 kilometers of your secret military.
Yeah, the secret base that no one's ever seen.
But 10 kilometers is like, 100 miles or something in this game's scale. Probably longer than that.
Well, yeah, probably much, surely. I mean, in this game's scale, I'm not even sure 10 kilometers is actually like kilometers worth of distance. Like in the presentation of the game space.
Yeah.
No.
Probably not. So, can you get here through an actual gate, or did these naval forces come through the hole? Jump
I
hole?
don't know if it's actually a gate. This is. We could be getting into the part of the game where it's like now we're getting into systems that are only jump hole access.
Well, you'd think if it was a fairly well-known hole, so close to the secret base.
So close to the military base on the other side.
Yeah.
Yes. That's presumably where all these guys come from.
It's the perfect stealth, right under their noses.
Good work. You're finished. You've got more enemies at the next waypoint.
I should probably check in with Star Wars Squadrons and see, like, how far things have come over the last 21 years. I suppose they don't really use the same sort of units of measurement in Star Wars, right? Other than whatever the hell parsec is.
Yes, they have fake units. Well, actually, do they actually have fake units? I'm not sure.
Yeah, do they talk in kilometers or miles or clicks at any point, or like at all?
Yes. Do they ever have units? That's really the question.
Do they avoid units completely? That's got to be impossible across the Star Wars.
I mean, obviously, the parsecs thing with the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, they're famous. Yeah.
That's also just like the wrong units for a start, as is well documented.
But the
thing about that is that a parsec is defined, for a given planet, presumably. Right, parsec is to do with, isn't it?
No, parsec is a normal
parallax second, isn't it? That's a parallax thing, isn't it? But second is in like degrees, isn't it? Like an angle, measurement of an angle, isn't it?
It's a parsec is like a measure of distance.
Yeah.
But then that's why it's wrong, because then when the conversation is like,
Yeah.
the Millennium Falcon is really fast, so I'm going to tell you it did something in the distance, but that's not a speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does mean that they measure angles in 360 degrees and then divide it into minutes and seconds.
Yeah, I guess. But that doesn't really tell you anything about.
I'm trying to remember. Did they try and argue their way out of that in Solo?
Probably.
The film Solo, where it was sort of all a bit warpy, spacey, timey-wimey, that area anyway.
Well,
So
I mean,
when he said he did it in the
way-
lowest distance, it's like, no, we plotted the best course, yo.
Yeah, I mean, the original way that people argued that was that, like, it was to do with because it's in the maw, right? It's a bunch of black holes.
Yeah.
So he was flying super close to the black holes, which therefore means he had to be fast to escape the gravitational pull.
Right, okay. I'm trying to think if there's other units in Star Wars.
Because they don't. There's not an actual. I mean, it would be comparable to a real-world unit, but they don't have a unit on their rating of hyperdrive, do they? Because it's just a comparative scale.
Yeah. But warp speed is comparative, isn't it? Or it's some kind of, in Star Trek, it's some kind of logarithmic scale, isn't it?
Yeah, warp speed is logarithmic, but it is, like, based on real units, I think.
Right.
I mean, it still must be
I mean,
based.
the logarithmic warp drive scale is always the most stupid thing once you actually remember that. Because it's like, they're always going at, warp 9 all the time. But then whenever you hear someone be like, oh, warp 8, it's like, that's like 10 times slower.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you even bothering?
Well, yeah.
Wasn't warp 9 like the dangerous warp, though? Or did they factor that out?
No, it's warp 10.
Oh,
You
warp
can't
10
go
is
to warp
danger
10.
warp.
You can go to like warp 9.9.
Is it?
Which
I mean,
is
warp
again,
10, don't you
logarithmic
travel
scales.
from time or something at that point?
Yes,
Go back
and then
and
you
save the
transform into a
whales.
lizard for some reason.
Yeah.
What?
Star Trek is so stupid.
That happened in an episode of Voyager.
Everything happened in an episode of Voyager.
Yeah, that's true.
Repair complete.
Wait, so what? So traveling at warp 10 is like you stole the devolution gun from the Mario Brothers film.
But then they have transwarp, don't they? That's how Voyager cheats in the end, isn't it?
Is that how
Some
when
kind
space goes rainbow around you?
Yeah.
Everything's a go for launch. Good luck out there.
Go to.
I'm not against that. That sounds pretty rad, actually. I mean, it's nearly as good as ludicrous speed.
I like that the new Model S is called
It's just
Plaid,
called
right?
new Tesla is just called Plaid. Yeah,
Which I'm guessing that's a Spaceballs reference.
yeah.
Right?
You better hope they actually have that as an optional colour scheme.
Oh man, can you imagine? Yeah.
A Plaid Model S Plaid.
Well, like all the upholstery at least should be done like that.
No, the outside. The upholstery, you're not allowed to have it.
Because there's hyperdrive classes aren't referred to much, but there's one line right where he says she'll make 0.5 past light speed, right?
Yeah.
And then in the extended universe, everything is based on that. So they just go, well, the Millennium Falcon's the fastest ship ever, so 0.5's the best. So then the Imperial ships go at like 1, and the slow ships go at like 2. And if you're dash render, you can go at 0.75.
Hostile ships in range. We've marked them to make them easier to spot.
So it's a fraction of how much time it would take you is how they measure it.
Maybe. Fastest time
Problem-
in the galaxy.
So the problem with those sorts of measurements, though, is where do you start, right? The first engine
Yeah.
you build has to be a 1, right?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Well, it depends what you're like comparing it to, because like if you're saying 0.5 past light speed, is that an implication that it's actually like light speed times 1.5, but then it's scaled from that?
Yeah. 0.5 past light speed. But then, like, you can't say 2 past light speed. That doesn't work.
Well, no, it's bad phrasing, but it's like, is that what the implication is? It's like...
Yeah, are they really saying it's 50% past light speed?
Yeah.
So it'd be 0.5 past, but 2 under? Is it like space golf here? I'm 2 under light speed.
I mean, if the
I don't want to
lore
fly.
is to be believed in the Star Wars, then like it doesn't really matter how good Han Solo is as a bounty hunter. Oh, sorry, not a smuggler or a pilot or anything. Like he's the most genius engineer in the galaxy because he's built by far the fastest ship. Like that's his real superpower is that he's managed to build a ship out of junk parts. Yeah, well, he made a lot of special modifications himself. Apparently, maybe that wasn't on the engines. I don't know who made it the fastest ship in the entire galaxy. Given it's just like a standard freighter that was modified.
Yeah, it's not.
Maybe it's Chewbacca. Maybe he's the genius.
Yeah. That takes all the credit as all.
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty funny when you put it in like world terms. It's like saying the Ever Given could be the fastest vehicle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's the other thing about it is like, it's only the fastest ship in hyperspace, right? It's not actually fast normally, like under.
Yeah, it's not faster than a TIE fighter, is it? At normal speeds, is it? No. They fly rings around it, literally.
I don't know, they never seem to catch it in those sort of, I don't know, the canyon runs.
Yeah, but everyone flies at the same speed in combat for some reason. In Star Wars.
They caught up with it after...
I need to set my ship to exciting sequence speed.
Like, that's really the question is, like, when they're in the Death Star trench run, and, like, I mean, the TIE fighters very slowly encroach on the X-Wings sometimes down the trench.
Yeah.
I guess.
But they're trying to get into a firing position. They're not trying to race them.
Yeah, but you get into firing range fast, and then, slow down. Because it's not like they can shoot back at you, because they can't see you. They don't have any backwards-facing turrets.
No.
Yeah,
but the Y-Wings do have those turrets, but they don't actually turn them around for some reason.
You did it. The area is clear. Well done.
You did it.
Mr. Trent.
Oh, good. I did only need 2. That was helpful.
And Governor Takagi. It is imperative that you return to Kyoto as soon as possible.
So, okay, so in New Space Japan, they took the important, famous city of Kyoto and didn't use it, so the pirates nicked it.
So the pirates are like, we can use that word.
Unless there is New Kyoto, like New Tokyo.
And they're like,
the pirates are like, we can have just a regular Kyoto.
Yeah, no one will ever suspect. If they talk about Kyoto, they think we're just talking about that planet.
Yeah.
New Tokyo. It's going against the trend of
Tokyo-to.
using the word Neo for no reason.
It's got to be Tokyo-to. Then we can get some Jet Set Radio up in here.
Kyoto-to.
Kyoto-to.
Spicy burrito-to.
Acknowledged. Your request to dock is granted. Proceed to dock.
I didn't realise they had 3 docks on this thing.
I assume the "to" suffix means something. I don't know, but like why Tokyo-to works. Maybe it is just New Tokyo, but But then a bit of me's like, oh, but then can it be, if that is just a play on words, like, could it be Yokohama Yo?
Repair complete.
Kyoto Key?
Harajuku.
It certainly wouldn't be that, would it be? It would be like Harajuku Ha.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they were like cuckoo.
Got a better shield. Well, it made a better thruster as well. Upgrades.
Upgrades.
Yep. These pirates are better equipped than everywhere else we've got recently. The whole of Japan, not even around.
Piracy pays.
I'm glad you have arrived. I have news. As we feared, Governor Takagi is
Oh, he's so excited.
alive. I am told that he has secretly left the palace and has moved the artifacts to his fortified.
He's so excited he can't leave his
A
seat.
remote planetoid with many defenses. But I have come up with a plan that should get us both what we want.
Where did they get wood?
Well, they must grow plants at some point in this universe.
Who cares?
Maybe
There's
it's
all kinds of
fiberglass.
shit that's made of plants. Attack Takagi's fortified base. Just, just totally attack it.
Okay, let's do it. Have you told Junie yet?
This is for
No.
us alone, Mr. Trent.
I see.
Come, no time to waste. My attack squad.
Do you see?
I'll brief you.
Why
in
would you?
space.
Why would you just agree to that?
What? We haven't got Junie?
Yeah, he's just like, this is for us alone. Oh, and for a second there, I thought that was her standing right there.
That would be awkward. It's like, sorry.
It's like, yeah, why would you agree? Just casually agree to that? This is for us alone. I'd be like, why?
Good flying.
Mr. Trent, my informants report that Takagi is preparing to leave his fortress. We have a little time. Takagi's arch is only one
Oh, of
system
course.
away from here, in Tohoku. The Blood Dragons discovered a jump hole to their home
And also-
20 years ago. I'm uploading the coordinates.
Jump hole.
It's like the bad guy's base is one system away, and there's a jump hole that leads directly to it.
How convenient.
This is like some kind of magic nexus system.
Trent! Ozu! I heard you leaving.
Bye.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Attempting to retrieve the Proteus Tome, Junko. We're flying to Takagi's arch.
No!
Where'd you go without me?
The arch is too well defended.
This is our last chance, Junko.
Well, I guess that's why
Takagi is leaving
we
for
didn't tell her.
Rhineland.
There must be another way.
We have decided to attack Takagi's base with full force. We will find the tome.
He's gonna suicide it, isn't he?
Takagi. Wish us luck.
Probably.
Both out.
That's why we didn't bother to teach him how to say our name.
Trent knows.
It will bring us very close to his base. There it is, Mr. Trent. Go ahead and jump. A fighter wing
Oh,
is
Mr.
waiting
Trent.
on the other side.
So it's not just
See?
for us. So it's for us and this whole other wheel of fighters that we're about to meet.
Did his personal logs tell us what his first name was, or does it just
Edison.
Edison?
We
That's
talked
it.
about that.
Can't remember.
Report.
There is a lot of activity in this system, Lieutenant. Takagi has drastically increased his patrols within the last few hours. It almost seems like he is expecting an
Oh,
attack.
good.
We're flying to a nearby outpost of the Blood Dragons. I'm uploading the coordinates.
Mr. Trent,
Wait.
the lead. We'll follow you.
So not only is there a jump hole that leads to the bad guy system, we've built a base in the
We've
bad guy
already
system.
got a base there.
Careful.
Wow.
This system is littered with hidden defense systems and patrol wings. No contacts so far.
No, this base is probably going to blow up then.
Outpost Ryuko, this is Lieutenant Ozu.
Lieutenant, we have monitored your operation and are standing by. Our forces are at your disposal. Long-range radar indicates that there are a large number of ships assembled in the area near the arch. It appears Takagi is leaving his fortress.
Not Takashi's castle.
Escapes. Never miss our opportunity to save the tome and end that demon. We have to hurry.
We are uploading
So where's the
arch into your neural net.
where's the minigame where we walk across a rickety bridge
Dragon 2,
being shot at?
know his base defenses.
How much water guns do we need to win this fight?
Trent should approach from beneath the base. Located there
Oh,
is a
you see that on the left of your screen there? The guy just totally flew into the asteroid.
Approach would be through this opening. We will attempt to occupy his forces and draw them away from the base. That should buy you enough time to break in. Hopefully unnoticed.
Unnoticed? I wouldn't have thought so.
Have we got stealth now? Oh man, that really wasn't far away. Oh, okay. No, it's still some K to go.
Oh god. Let's get through that big mess of shots and then we can be shot much less.
Get shot some now to get shot less later.
Get shot much less once it's just evolved into random melee, as it always does. Not a firing line.
And there's not much in the way of tactics in Freelancer, is there?
No.
Point gun at thing. Put bullets in ship-shaped holes.
Ow.
Hopefully in a minute, once we get to this arch, we'll be able to, like, see. Things might look slightly more interesting than weird grimy asteroid fields that we've just been in from this
Super foggy.
See the giant arch fortress thing.
But is it just a name like the Golden Arches and McDonald's? Like, and they're not. None of their restaurants are actually an arch.
I seem to remember.
Do you reckon any McDonald's restaurants are actually an arch?
I bet. There's a good Twitter account of like really weirdly designed McDonald's around the world. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the St. Louis.
Nope, it's a battlefield.
It's Wembley.
Now it is a fortress of deceit and evil. Dragons, proceed to the
A fortress of defeat and evil.
Look at this weird shield blob it's got at the top.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's protecting
Well, that's
the.
what we have to.
It's protecting
where
the,
we have to break it.
the main, whatever the stone is called, you know, the headstone, heartstone, wherever the stone is that holds the whole arch up.
Wait, should I stop and fight these guys, or should I get to the generators? Or should I go and launch torpedoes at the battleship?
Can you launch them from here, or they just make it all the way?
I don't know what the range is on the torpedoes.
Damn it! Lieutenant Ozu!
Oh, yeah, I think I'm probably meant to be going up.
Ozu, you have to get into the arch now! We can't hold them back!
This is Dragon 1, ready to assist.
Oh, one sec.
Like flies. Ozu,
I'll just vaguely
Dragon 1, we must take out these guns.
chuck shots at the battleship in the meantime.
Understood. Long live the Blood Dragons. Dragons, engage.
I can't tell what I'm doing here.
We can't withstand this.
Oh yeah, this battleship isn't going to get dead.
We're out of
It's not going to get dead.
dragons are being shot to pieces. Our distraction is not working.
God damn it.
We got the first one.
Okay.
So this battleship is stronger than any of the military ones? Is that what we're saying?
It is a military one. It's stronger than all of the Rhineland ones, certainly.
The Japanese can make battleships.
Luckily, this weird shield blob is protecting me from most of the fire.
I'm sure all the fighters could just stay out of the range of the battleship, because it's not that threatening from here.
Oh yeah, land on the arch. Don't mind me.
Good work. I will
Oh, this is not. Yep, yep.
Can you blow
Find it.
Do you reckon you could blow
Where's
it
the
during this
top
sequence?
Find it. There it is.
I kind of thought it would be on the bottom in that sort of cylinder bit there.
That would have made way more sense. Well, now we're probably going to get a bit of Trent with his gun, his mystery gun.
Square gun. Or is it got a more regular looking gun?
Yeah.
You think Takagi's gone?
We'll soon find out.
That is a dull corridor.
Oh, he's got a laser. Maybe.
Some
It seemed a bit lasery.
shoot everything. I could have done that myself.
Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best.
Okay.
There's nothing there. Oh, there's something there.
The dome?
So clearly, I can see that. So we shot those 3 dudes in the first corridor, but apparently there's no one else.
No. There's too much glass in that other room. Can't have a gunfight in there.
The Proteus Tome.
No, it's just hanging out on this table.
I gotta dash, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Okie dokie.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Down out.
Now for Takagi.
Think it will be that easy?
He's going to miss the important
As you
bit.
said, sometimes this
Well, we've got the tome. Oh no, gas.
Neural gas.
Oh, that door's not even shut properly.
Locked.
not for long. Stand back.
Stand back. Dies.
Well, great. That went well.
But that's quite a big room. Like, couldn't you just gone over the other side of the room?
Must have been a very fast filling gas, so it spread out quickly.
Also, like,
Breathtaking, isn't it?
what's the significance of neural gas if it just, like, knocks you out?
Like this.
Like, you know, regular gas.
You and your dragon friend.
What do you mean, like regular gas?
It's like regular knockout gas. Why does it have to be neural gas?
to deprive me of the Proteus Tome and my life. Why? Why? No,
Space shotguns.
keep your seat. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. Not until we have had a chance to talk, Mr. Trent. Leave us.
Okay, send away the guards. Why not?
What's a weird, temporary smirk there?
So, what's to keep me from killing
Extra
you right
smoke.
now and taking the tome?
I think I'm more than a match for the two of you. On the other hand, maybe I should even the odds.
Swing.
Ozu!
Oh. He had a funny little head jiggle there.
Oh, Mr. Trent, do you really know with whom you are dealing? You are going to tell me what I want to know. About the tome, the order, everything.
Where did... If he's glowy-eyed and alien-y, then surely...
Yep. Get down. Whoop.
I was about to say, if he's glowy-eyed and alien-y, then he doesn't... Surely he already knows what the tome is.
Yeah, you'd think the aliens would need to know about the alien artifacts that they're trying to steal. Whee! Was that window a shield of some kind?
Yeah,
Like,
it seemed like it. So he jumped, he decompressed for a moment. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I've just seen.
oh, good job, Haggadah. He came in and saved us from blowing up.
And now we're running away. Again.
Yep, and now we fly out with this smoky docking board.
We have to get back to Kyoto. I'm sending you the jump hole coordinates. Hurry.
Bye, giant arch. Just a little bit of fire. Everything else has disappeared in the meantime.
Yeah, battleship bugged out. Battleship knew it couldn't hack it.
My radar shows
Here comes the Germans.
All right, people, here we go. All escorts engage.
No, Junie found us in the end.
we are on the way to your position.
Wait, maybe not.
Acknowledged. Trent, watch yourself.
Are these Germans? I can't tell. Oh, yep, they are Germans.
Beep, 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 beep.
Got some good old gunboats to deal with. Get right behind them and just trundle along. The classic anti-gunboat technique. Until your guns run out. Great.
We've only got like one turret that's firing backwards at you. If that. Can't see any of them right now.
Yes, gunboats clearly haven't learned how to broadside in this game.
Well, broadside is from the side, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't have any turrets to face backwards. They have turrets elsewhere. Actually, I'm not sure they even have turrets on the side. I think they just have like... Oh no, that must be a turret on the side, right?
Yeah. It's not much of a gunboat, but it's not got many guns.
No.
It's just a boat.
It's just a sightseeing tour.
I bet it's got a glass bottom. Beep, 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 beep. Tractor. Get your tractor beam out. There's stuff. Yeah.
Got him. That should set them back for a while. We have to get the hell out of here. Come on. Wait. Where's Ozu?
He didn't make it. He sacrificed
He's well
his
dead.
life to end Tekagi's
He
reign.
sure is.
How?
He was killed by a nomad. We only know a few things about them. They are a species with the ability to possess humans and have been slowly infiltrating the colonies. It appears that they are mostly targeting high-ranking government and military officials. Tekagi was one of these people.
So the Blood Dragons know about this how?
No one had ever seen a nomad.
Well, he's the order.
About it.
Okay. Right. Oh yes. But he's marked as Blood Dragons right now.
Yeah.
We've reached the jump hole. And Mr. Trent, please go first.
I forgot that they were called nomads. It's like, I knew there was aliens. And I remembered all this stuff.
So the nomads aren't the Dharm Kavash then?
They might be. I think that's just like the other name for them.
Lord Hakida, what is going on? How long have you known about these nomads?
Before we ever met, the Order was founded to protect us from the nomads. About 2 months ago, a Rhineland expedition to an uncharted planet found something. Soon after that, key positions in the Rhineland government were replaced, and Rhineland's politics became more and more aggressive. We believe these nomads attempted to infiltrate the Liberty government when Admiral Schultzky came to visit Manhattan. We had to prevent this at all costs, which is why we destroyed the...
Remember that? All that time ago.
Oh, so they have Rhineland ships?
Well, they are Rhineland, basically.
No, but the Order. The Order. Wait. I thought that was right at the start. Where like that.
Yeah, the Order in their Order ships. We're on the dot out.
Oh, which was German.
Yes.
That way round.
We paid a high price for this. Lieutenant Ozu is gone.
Understood. Long live the dragons. His sacrifice was not in vain. You are cleared to land.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Acknowledged. Your request.
Well, yeah, we don't really know anything at this point. I mean, I guess we escaped and got the tome, so some of his sacrifice was not in vain.
No.
Whether the Blood Dragons part of this equation turns out to be good for them or not, who knows?
I guess we also don't know whether or not the Nomad actually died. Like,
that's true.
Like, what do the glowy eyes give them?
I know this is hard to absorb, Mr. Trent.
Other than expert stabbing power.
Enemy in this conflict.
I don't know, he was stabbing before the eyes turned on,
though.
True.
You'll ever hear in the news. Men like Ozu are dying every day.
Can you really be so callous about him being killed like that?
He knew the risks.
Well, I didn't. Why didn't anyone tell me?
What? That we were being invaded by an alien force we didn't understand? That we had finally come up against something that was more powerful than our own hubris? Would that have been? That's why the Order was formed, Trent. The peace we are fighting for. That's why it was so important for you and Ozu.
Surprised eyes. Thank you for the title card, Trent.
Because it's important to the nomads. There. Now you know. How does it feel? Freelancer.
Okay. I've advanced 17.
Hey. Well, that's going to be a video.
Yeah, I guess so.
Repair complete.
Repair.
So clean up all this crap. Do they have any interesting guns?
Yeah.
Wakizashi.
Wakizashi.
That's not anywhere near as good as my actual guns. Okay, good.
The Drakes and the Sun Cannons. Cannons of the Sun.
Loaded into cargo hold.
And some fuel batteries.
Loaded.
Oh wait, they have a ship deal. Like, could I have bought a weird...
Ooh.
No, the civilian light fighter from the civilian branch. That's not a pirate faction fighter.
Lol. Oh, he wants us to meet Junie in the bar.
Should we do that now or later?
I mean, let's finish on a high.
Okay.
But then we'll know what we're getting into, I guess. Whether we're doing some more grinding or...
Am I interrupting anything?
No. Lord Hakira was just telling me about Ozu, how he died. I'm glad you made it.
And rolling dice.
Thanks to Lord Hakira.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
There is one thing that I do need your help with, if you're up to it.
What's going on? Oh, this is the bit where we have to go to Germany. Great. Fly directly to New Berlin, because that sounds like a great idea.
So can we decline and say we're going to faff around for a bit? What happens?
No.
We decline. Like, but that mission starts, right?
Yeah, but I mean, that's what we do at the start of next episode anyway.
Oh, I see.
Of mine in Rhineland.
Yeah.
His name is von Clausen. He is an agent for the Order who operates deep in Rhineland space. He apparently has discovered vital information about Rhineland's plans, but we've had trouble contacting him. He is in terrible danger. His only chance is to be extracted.
From Rhineland?
New Berlin. You're perfect for the job because Bretonia is still neutral. I would ask Miss Zane to go, but for obvious
Is it
perfect for the job because we've only been hunted by bounty hunters and Germany this entire time?
I mean, Bretonia might be neutral, but we're kind of not.
Yeah.
I will make sure you have all the information you may need. Come along, Junko.
I think by this point, Trent would be like super obvious to everyone.
Yeah.
Like all the factions. Okay then. That's what we're going to do next time.
Okay, we're going to... Random side quest, I guess.
Well, it's not really a side quest.
I mean, who did you say we were rescuing? Who is this guy?
I forgot. Let me look at the list. Herr von Klausman.
Von Klausman?
He did mention that we've seen him before, and I don't remember when.
No. No, I don't remember at all. I mean, is he one of the guys that was with the old dude? What was his name? Kress.
Maybe. Or like, well, I don't expect it's one of the German defectors because they were just like generic pilots.
Von Clausen. Yeah, I don't
they
know.
will recognise him when we see him.
Yeah. Secretly, it's Tobias this entire time. He just heads off to Germany every now and then.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us in the dungeon bar. Let's pew some credits on screen. Pew credits! And there we go. There's things. There's a Facebook, there's a Twitter, and there's a website address where podcasts live. Yeah, we do podcasts too. Heavens. And there's plenty more videos right here on the YouTube. Don't touch that dial. Don't touch that finger-shaped dial. Because I guess you don't really touch your own finger unless you use another finger, right?
Don't touch your fingers together.
I'm just thinking if you're watching this on a mobile device, then it's like you don't touch that phone, and it's like, well, you might need your phone for things, so I'm not going to tell you to do that.
Unless you've got autoplay turned on.
Yeah.
And then who knows what random ass video you'll get after this one.
Boodading. Or don't touch that mouse then, I guess. That's the safest one to say. Don't touch that mouse. Autoplay will happen. Enjoy, whatever it is. Yeah, that's going to just about do it. Dan says bye, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Bye!